Dude, no wonder the ratings are down. So I know it looks like I'm taking a poopy right here. I'm not. Don't worry. I had plenty of time during this terrible edition of Monday Night Raw. 3 hours actually. So WWE don't know what they're doing anymore. We got probably a one good segment, decent segment, but other than that, it was really bad. Apparently Superstar Shakeup is not over yet, so they had 1 year to plan the WWE draft, but it seems like they did it after the Superstar Shakeup. Vince, what the It was a terrible edition of Monday Night Raw, but lucky for me, I have a very good imagination. So the whole show I was thinking, what if Baron Corbin and Dana Brooke would be dating? Dana, you know I love you, you know that? Yes, Baron, I know you love me. Well then, let's suck on the microphone together. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome to another edition of Greatness of Raw. Not a lot of greatness in this episode, unfortunately. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Alexa Bliss kicked off this edition of Monday Night Raw and announced Raw Money in the Bank men's competitors. Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Baron Corbin, and Drew McIntyre. I haven't seen SmackDown yet, but so far it looks decent, I guess. I mean, it's weird. There's two possible winners, and then there's two that would make me very happy. People, what if Braun Strowman is going to win the match? What we are going to do with our lives if Braun Strowman is gonna win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but this time he's gonna win the championship? I don't wanna live in this world. Adopt me, Bray. But Braun Strowman is a possible winner. Another possible winner is actually Drew McIntyre. I feel like this year's Money in the Bank winner is going to be Drew McIntyre. I don't know participants from SmackDown Live yet, and I'm still pretty sure that it's going to be Drew McIntyre. And to be quite honest with you, I feel like that's a great idea. Now, WWE kinda blew it with Drew McIntyre. At first he was booked perfectly for like the first 4 months, ever since he was like with Dolph Ziggler. For me at least, WWE ruined Drew McIntyre once he joined this terrible group. Nothing exciting about this group, you all know that, and like I've said, no wonder the ratings are down. When it comes to Ricochet, we all know that Ricochet is not gonna win the Money in the Bank briefcase. It would be pretty much a miracle. It would be a miracle. We all know that's not going to happen. Ricochet is right here to make this match entertaining, you know? Ricochet is entertaining in a normal ring. Imagine what Ricochet is going to do in a Money in the Bank ladder match. This thought alone tickles my little ding-dong. And then you got Baron Corbin. Now, I feel like Baron Corbin is not winning it. Hopefully. We had it once. I don't want to see it again. I feel like Baron Corbin is here for one simple reason. Baron Corbin is going to basically about to win the briefcase, but someone is going to push him off the ladder and win it instead. I feel like he's going to be right here for the heat. We got Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. Now, before the match, they argued, and whenever I see Braun Strowman in a ring, in a segment, in a promo, in any angle, I feel sick. I feel sick. There's a train. I feel absolutely sick. How could they ruin this guy? At one point, Braun Strowman was pretty much the most popular guy on the roster. We all loved the guy. Corbin tried to tag himself and steal McIntyre's spin, but it backfired on him. McIntyre punched him and Baron Corbin lost after a power slam from Braun Strowman and a shooting star press from Ricochet. I don't know. The only relevant thing in all of this is that Baron Corbin is probably going to feud with Drew McIntyre in the near future. Corbin stole his victory last week, and he tried to do it again this week. Is it something that people want to see? No, nobody. No. No. Liar. Someone explain me this. The Usos made their entrance, but it wasn't a normal entrance. It was the Usos singing on top of their theme song. So, They came out with the microphones and they stole R-Truth's gimmick. I don't think the crowd were really into it, and I hope this is not something that they are going to do every week. It looked silly. I like the Usos being energetic. I feel like that's great, they always get me hyped, but this ain't it. Like I've said, Superstar Shakeup is not over yet. Lou Gallows and Carl Anderson, the club, made their entrance, and apparently they are heels again because during the whole match they acted like heels. What's interesting is that you would think that the club would win this match. They pretty much changed their personality a little bit. They seemed like dominant heels, but they still lost the match. So what is the point of bringing them to Raw with this new attitude? These guys are beyond ruined. Okay, so let's talk about this. After the match, the Usos showed some footage of them filming Dash Wilder shaving Scott Dawson. You know what? It was a bit funny, I'm not gonna lie. Most of the time I hate these kind of segments, because they're not funny. Most of the time they're not funny. Vince McMahon comedy is not funny. Whoever invented the dance break needs to be fired. So they basically made fun of the Revival the whole time. They came out and they said that I got his back, he has my back. Oh, so you shave his back and you shave his back. The interesting thing is, this is called Greatness of Raw, so I give you the scoop, guys. Scoop. Apparently there are rumors going around that the Revival declined a huge offer from the WWE, so they are not resigning with the WWE, and that was possibly the reason why they got humiliated on Monday Night Raw. I'm not saying that they got humiliated, I've just said that, I'm taking my words back. I'm not saying that it's humiliation, but at the same time, they are a comedy act right now. You know why Vince McMahon never made Vladimir Kozlov into the WWE Undisputed Champion? Jealousy. Yes. Bobby Lashley was on Miz TV and apparently he's speaking in third person right now. You're not that good, Bobby. You're not good at all, actually. You kinda suck, to be quite honest with you. It led to Bobby Lashley versus The Miz after Bobby Lashley made fun of Miz's father and said that Miz is a failure or something like that. So we got this match and Shane McMahon interrupted multiple times until Bobby Lashley won. So Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, The Miz doesn't look weak by losing the match. Bobby Lashley looks weak by not being able to win the match after like 5 interferences from Shane McMahon. So Bobby is a loser. That's who you are, Bobby. Bobby. Blame this. But it's always nice seeing Mr. Miz on Monday Night Raw. Now, Shane McMahon beaten the crap out of The Miz. But boy, these punches. Oh boy, these punches. Can somebody teach Shane McMahon how to punch like a real man? Honestly, they look absolutely ridiculous. Not a lot of father-son time, huh? He also said, I wish you could hear this, but I'm the best in the world. And I wish it was leading to a Shane McMahon versus CM Punk match. My name is Sean's View Entertainment, guys. I know it's not going to happen, but it would be pretty cool because every time Shane McMahon says that, people chant CM Punk. So why WWE are doing it? That's actually pretty interesting. Maybe WWE actually want people to chant CM Punk now. Is that a possibility? I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't matter. The Viking Raiders defeated the Lucha House Party. Before the match, the Lucha House Party attacked the Viking Raiders. I'm sorry. Well, this match was a bad experience. Alexa Bliss announced Monday Night Raw names for women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Naomi, Natalya, Dana Brooke, and Alexa Bliss herself. Now, a lot of people are saying, wow, Dana Brooke really grew on me. I like Dana Brooke. She improved a lot. Really? Did she? She's possibly, in my opinion, the worst female on Monday Night Raw roster. Honestly, no BS. Just my honest opinion. If you like Dana Brooke, let me know why. Because it's just cringe. Honestly, that's exactly what it is. If she at least would be a legit star, like if she legit would win matches, I would buy into it. It's finally time for me to get these opportunities. Yeah, just like that time Ronda Rousey beating you in like a couple of seconds. It's not believable. It's a bit more difficult to predict who's going to win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It's probably someone from SmackDown Live though, or Naomi. If Naomi defeated Alexa Bliss in a terrible match, and The Miz announced that he will face Shane McMahon in a steel cage match at Money in the Bank pay-per-view. You know what? I honestly don't like steel cage matches. It sounds good when they announce it, you will not be able to run away from me. But at the end of the day, it's just a normal match with a cage. You can't do anything that special in it. Well, at the end of the day, it's Shane McMahon, so he will probably jump. So, yeah, it's Shane McMahon in a steel cage match. I should probably reconsider this. So maybe it's going to be a little bit more special than I thought. Bray Wyatt paints a surprise for you in I'm just as confused as you guys are, but I love these segments. In this edition of Firefly Funhouse, Bray Wyatt teaches children about what is a sociopath. I think he's talking about himself. It's weird, it's creepy, it's fun, it doesn't make any sense, but it has a lot of potential. But like I've said before, how is it exactly going to work in a live environment? Is he gonna do it live? Like he's gonna bring his dolls and stuff in the ring? Is he gonna wrestle dressed like this? A lot of questions. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins defeated the Revival, again, with a fluke. So basically, like I've said before, we are the Raw Tag Team Champions, but we're losers. Oh, and by the way, these two got a new theme song. Pretty generic, sounds like something from a video game. I don't know, these guys like dolls. Rey Mysterio defeated Samoa Joe with a roll-up. Someone explain me Rey Mysterio's son being right here. It doesn't add anything. Papa, can I be on TV? Yes, son. Was that the case? Because why? I honestly that's just a question. Is it going to lead to Rey Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio Jr.? What is happening right here? So basically, Rey Mysterio wins the match, so he lasted a little bit longer than at WrestleMania 35 against Samoa Joe, and it's probably a match that we are going to get at Money in the Bank. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship since Rey Mysterio pinned Samoa Joe. Sami Zayn yelled at the crowd about psychological entitlement. I love these. It kinda reminds me of Daniel Bryan's Wigan promos. They are being delusional, but at the same time, they are speaking the truth. We are entitled crybabies. Sami Zayn is amazing on the microphone. I have no words, honestly. It's the same thing every week, but somehow it's still entertaining. So I'm not sure if it's going to lead to something. Is he going to have a match? Someone is going to disagree with Sami Zayn? How could they? He's right. So we'll see. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins had a contract signing for their Universal Championship match at Money in the Bank. What's interesting about it is that the crowd in Kentucky were behind Seth Rollins. They didn't really appreciate AJ Styles that much, which I found to be really weird. Like, honestly, weird. In my honest opinion, AJ is better than Seth Rollins. That's what I'm trying to say. AJ Styles is better than Seth Rollins. Maybe not better, but I like AJ more. So I was surprised that it was, pretty much the majority of fans cheering for Seth Rollins. I didn't really like this segment that much. It felt like they were pretty much unprepared for it. It felt like they are reading from a script. I didn't really like it that much. It was so unnatural. You guys know I like to build things. I built SmackDown Live. Well, I'm going to burn it down. I don't know, it's just... I cannot wait for the match though. I know it's going to be a great match. It's actually one of my dream matches. What's also interesting is that AJ Styles kinda mentioned the fact that back in the indies, AJ Styles said something like, well, Seth Rollins is going to be the future of wrestling, or whatever the case may be. Basically, they faced each other a long time ago, and AJ Styles said that Seth Rollins is great. And now they're facing in the WWE for a major championship. That is a great story, and I wish WWE would actually use that footage, but they probably won't. So, my prediction is AJ Styles is turning heel. Especially the club. The club is on Monday Night Raw. Maybe the club is going to interfere and AJ Styles is winning the Universal Championship. I want to see AJ Styles as Universal Champion. I don't want to see him as a WWE Champion anymore. Please no. But, it's Monday Night Raw. It's a whole different story. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this video. I would give this edition of Monday Night Raw 4 out of 10. I'm very generous. 4 out of 10. It's pretty shocking to me. They have Money in the Bank, but instead of doing number 1 contender matches, qualifying matches, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna announce every superstar. You have a bunch of shows where you could build to a Money in the Bank pay-per-view by doing qualifying matches. It's crazy that they are not using it. Thank you for watching this video. As always, ya boy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Peace, love, and hugs.